for the invitation to represent our hospital from Damam, King Fahad Specialist Hospital, Damam. And secondly, before I start my presentation, let me greet everybody in the house, nurses. Happy Nurses Week! You forgot already that it's early today, so if you're sitting beside a co-fellow nurse, kindly tap them on the shoulder and greet them, Happy Nurses Week.
Happy Nurses Day.
Happy Nurses Day. We have some more notes for us. Alright? So we are all alive and well. I hope you will not sleep for 15 minutes with me. It will be brief, sweet, and concise. Alright, so I would like to share with you our BMT experience in a nurse's point of view, since I am one of the clinical nurse coordinator in Damam. So let me give you an overview our hospital. I'm sure you have heard about King Fahad, but where is it, what is it, how is it? Well, King Fahad is originally named as Gulf Hospital back in 2000. In 2005, actually. In September 17, 2005, with a royal decree by King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz, it has been renamed to King Fahad. In 2008, it has been accredited as a tertiary referral hospital in the Eastern Province. So thence, our hospital is a 300-bed capacity, and we are catering on all the provinces in Eastern region, like if you have heard Alhasa, Cobar, Daharan, Damam, and the other nearby residences. Okay. By the way, although our infrastructure looks old because it's already 20 years old, it has been used during the Kuwaiti Gulf War, but I can say that we are having a lot of accreditation under our belt. Like in 2010, we are the first MOH hospital that have garnered international accreditation of JCIA. I'm sure you are all familiar with that one. 2011, we have the College of American Pathology, CAP accreditation. 2012 by the ASHI, or American Histocompatibility and Immunogenetics. And lastly, on 2013, AABB accreditation. Alright? So, we are small but terrible. Now, let's go to our statistics. Well, in almost 5 years, why almost 5 years? Our service commenced on October 2010. So we are not yet turning on our 5th year anniversary. But nevertheless, the total number of patients, combined adult and pediatric, is 144, more than 144 as we speak. Out of 144, 34 cases are dedicated to the pediatric, combined auto and allo, and 110 with the adult, where I belong to. So out of 110, 22 cases are allogenic, and the remaining 88 cases are autologous. So, what do we offer in King Fahad? We will give you more than that. Actually, when I attended yesterday and today, hearing my esteemed colleagues from the other institution, really I feel that we are still on the infancy stage. But nevertheless, with the support and collaboration with the local and international partners, in few years' time, we will be also on your level. Anyways, I would like to show you or share with you our milestones over the years. So as I mentioned, in 2010, we started our first autologous case adult with a multiple myeloma patient. And alhamdulillah, I can say, as of this moment, that guy is still alive and on maintenance. Okay?
Yes.
Well, that's part of the multiple myeloma treatment. And I will show you later on some snaps to show you that he's still alive and well. Okay? On 2011, we started our first peripheral allogenic BMT. So I can also brag that until now, the ALL patient, the first one, is still alive on complete remission. Okay? On the same year, we started our lymphoma program, and also our pediatric goes along with us as well. 2012, the pediatric started their allogenic. And now, if you have noticed, you will be seeing some outpatient setting doing our BMT. Well, that is technically our goal. As an inpatient procedure, we are shifting now our BMT as an outpatient procedure. So as we move on, through the years, we became a member, accredited, collaborated with a lot of organization. We become a member of BMDW, EBMD, EMBMD, a lot of MMT. But nevertheless, you can see there what are our membership, and most likely your organization also are a member as well. Then, on 2013, we have our bone marrow harvest. So, because you see, with a patient, they usually thought that when we mention bone marrow transplant, they right away thought that we will bombard their bones here and getting their nukha, as they said it. But now it's moving to the 22nd century, and we are now heading for the peripheral stem cell collection. But there are cases that, of course, we need to apply the bone marrow harvest. Then, on 2013, now, we started to shift a part of the mobilization and the collection for the autologous. We're doing it in the clinic, and then the conditioning and the stem cell infusion in the hospital. 2014, finally, we are doing our own donor lymphocyte infusion. Why? Because back in the years when we started, if a patient will need a DLI, we are sending them here to Riyadh. So, alhamdulillah, we're able to have our own machine to do the DLI. Then, 2014 as well, we started now to brainstorm about the JC accreditation. It's a very long way to move on it, but we're starting already on that one. And lastly, at the first month of the year, we do our whole set of autologous BMT in the outpatient clinic. Now, these are the services we offer currently. Of course, we are offering autologous transplant, allogenic match-related. So what do we do with the unrelated? Of course, we still send it to you here in Riyadh, either in National Guard or in King Faisal. Or if some patients would refer they want to go out of the country, please do so. And also cellular immunotherapy for the treatment of relapse. Now, I keep on mentioning, no? I believe and I research that we are still the only one institution under MOH that is certified or with capability to give this kind of procedure. So how do we achieve to be in this level to give this kind of high quality service to our patient? Of course, training, and more training. For the doctors, they are, especially the consultants, they are expected to have a training outside the country, Western or European. For the nurses, they are not sent outside the country, but they have continuous training inside the hospital, and there are instances they are also sent for training inside, locally or sometimes internationally. There are coordinator, I cannot say S, or coordinator, Saudis especially, and technicians, they are sent to Nebraska for further training. Okay, and our apheresis nurses were all taught and trained first in King Faisal prior to the commencement of our service. So these are just few of the organizations we have affiliation, collaboration, as I mentioned to you in our milestones. And this is our future. This one is named King Khalid Medical City. This is a medical city to be established, being constructed actually in a 700,000 square lot area in the province of Dammam. Okay? This will accommodate 1,500 bed capacity with a total of 6 centers of excellence. I believe the oncology and transplant will be part of that one. Inside the compound will be the housing as well and its own utilities plan. But aside from this, of course, in focus on BMT, our future will be continuation with our collaboration with EBMT, submitting our cases, reporting our data, and inshallah this year, we will have our first autologous BMT with the what you call this one?
Autoimmune.
Autoimmune diseases, inshallah. Now, As I said, I would like to mention to you or show you some of our highlights. So this is Mr. MD, not medical doctor, but that is his name. So this is Mr. MD, our first multiple myeloma patient, still alive, still walking, and on maintenance. And this is the pioneer team who do the first autologous transplant of our hospital. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the famous Dr. Ahmed Al-Sagir and Dr. Khalid Al-Anasi, I believe who is working here now in Riyadh. So this is the first team that started our business. So this is our planning team. You can still see the same faces, of course. Dr. Hafiz Al-Wali, Dr. Kawadja Haq from Riyadh, I believe so as well as the stem cell lab. Now, this is the first session of our autologous transplant. Why am I bragging this? Because it's a Nurses Week. I want to be proud of my co-nurses. So, they are working in the inpatient ward. This is an apheresis nurse. This is the C5 nurses, my beautiful colleague Jean Lardisabal. And this is the BBTM doctor. This is Dr. Kawadja Haq in the stem cell lab. So, it's a big event on us. That's why we love taking photos, no? That was done on October. And this is our first donor lymphocyte infusion back in December 2014 with our new colleague, Dr. Panayotis, imported from Greece. Okay? And our first autologous BMT now done in the clinic setting. So this is our boss, my boss, Dr. Hani Al-Hashmi, and my esteemed colleague Vidya, the nurse in oncology clinic with the charge nurse, and still Mr. Ashish, still the same faces technically. Now, I would like to acknowledge the assistance and directives and support of all the team members. And I want to leave you with a passage from Dr. Hani Al-Hashmi. The credit for the success and the ongoing development is gained to the directives of the hospital management and the advanced human and technical capabilities that enabled King Fahad Specialist Hospital Dammam, Hematology and Stem Cell Transplant Department, to become within the list of medical centers specializing in such sophisticated procedure at the level of the kingdom and world prominent medical center. That's from my boss, Dr. Hani Al-Hashmi. Thank you.